Hi, and thanks for tuning in to our live radio show. Moments of Clarity with Tiffany will begin in just a few moments. Please stay tuned. Kindly take this opportunity to share this show on your platforms, because change can only come when we stand together as one, especially when it comes to ending the stigma on mental health.
You are not alone, and help is out there.
Kids have mental health issues, and we also need to learn coping skills.
Let's get started and let the show begin. See you soon.
Don't put yourself down, time for a change. Believe in yourself, time to rearrange. Be your best friend, bring hope to your day. Lose your critic, get out of your way. Now it clicks, moments of clarity. Now I hear moments of clarity. Now I get it, moments of clarity. To yourself be kind, it will please your mind. Find your joy, trust in you. Put in the time, you'll see how you grow. Many kinds of love you get to define. Find self-love, your soul will align. Now it clicks, moments of clarity. Now I hear moments of clarity. Now I get it, moments of clarity.
Value report. Due to my 28 years experience in the auto salvage business, I'm very good with wrecks. So if your car's been involved in a wreck, call me for a diminished value report. Call 727-541-1741. You may be owed some money for the lost value of your repaired vehicle. And visit us at GulfstreamMotorsports.com.
This is the Tam Talk Radio Network. Welcome to Moments of Clarity with Tiffany Werner, licensed mental health counselor in the state of Florida. Moments of Clarity's mission is to educate and end the stigma on mental health through the inspirational stories of our exceptional guests. You can join in the show by calling Tiffany toll-free at 866-826-1340 or on Facebook and Twitter at MOC with Tiffany. Now, here's Tiffany Werner.
Hello and welcome to Moments of Clarity with Tiffany. My name is Tiffany Werner. I'm a licensed mental health counselor and I'm your host. And today is the Christmas Eve, and what a wonderful thing to celebrate, as well as my heart goes out to those that are grieving or suffering in silence as well, or doing last minute shopping. That's what Cyber Monday is for. We're trying to something different on our ratio, watching virtually. And if you're not, you can be at youtube.com/MOC with Tiffany. So this is Moments of Clarity with Tiffany. My name is Tiffany Warner. I'm a licensed mental health counselor and I'm your host. And today we're going to be talking about living with a chronic illness. It's invisible, and because it's not seen, a lot of people think, well, it's not that bad, or maybe they're faking, or monitoring as a clinical term for that, and or maybe the sympathy or compassion is not there like it should be, even though those that are suffering in pain in silence aren't looking for that as much. My beautiful guest here is a return guest from years ago, And she was really brave when she was 16. And she was on the show, and now she's 22. And before I formally introduce her, I'd like to say hi to Ed. And let me see. Ed, how are you today?
Happy Friday, I think.
I
don't think on camera. I'm there. But,
yes, yeah. I just want to figure this out because it's a little different setup. But
well, fairness, I was 30 years old when we started. Now I'm 35. So.
Me too. Yeah, no, not quite, but on my way.
Everything good in there?
Yeah, it's just hot.
I'm trying to form a sweater on.
Okay.
And we got, you know,
I love how you like to roast me, but in my defense,
you're roasting yourself. I mean, look, you dress for the North. I mean, we don't live in Buffalo.
Have you seen the news? They're waiting for a freeze to come our way.
I know, but that's tomorrow. What is it going to do for you today when it's 65? Okay.
Except for being on time. Sometimes I'm,
everything's shut up in there. You look great on camera. It's a perfect angle. There's no echo.
No.
Yeah, how about that?
No. I gotta say, that's a jab at me because we had one last week, and if I would have remembered the password to log in to Ed's format, there wouldn't have been one. We learn as we go, and we're going to have a show on learning from our mistakes, having them be opportunities of learning, teachable moments, things of that nature. If we make the same mistake over and over again, that's kind of the definition of insanity, is as long as we expect a different result.
Well,
every
I
time.
was going to say, it's not a mistake if you keep doing the same thing.
Well, doing something over and over again, expecting a different
It's not
result.
a mistake.
No, it's just being, I don't know. You're going to make me say something I don't want to say.
Works for me. It works for me.
Aren't you glad you're in the studio, Heather, to see Ed and his? I'm so glad to be back in the studio again, Ed, and oh my goodness, the commentary, because when you're virtual, you kind of just face off the camera, and then there's not this like back and forth roasting because he's not actually seeing me. I have to get back on my game, what my comebacks with him. It won't take long.
All right, there you
I
go.
have pictures. I have proof. 8 years almost. Anyway, so my guest today is a survivor, was born with something called Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, and we'll just call it EDS as well. And it's an often misunderstood and misdiagnosed chronic illness that is very painful, very hard to detect, because not one person is the same when diagnosed with something along these lines. And most of the time, and I have several friends that have been diagnosed with this, and none of them have the exact same symptoms, but they do go through a lot of very, very painful things where doctors assume it's something else, or not assume, maybe, what's the word, diagnosed, but prognosis, things like that, of it to be one thing when it's completely something else. And it's really hard to understand. And then doctors, anyway, I'll just let you talk. And we're not going to only just go into EDS, but what it's like to be born with something like this, go through middle school, high school. And I'm so honored to say, and I'm going to be a spoiler alert, that Heather here has gone through some really, really, really tough stuff. And I'm a fan of the family, at least a decade, watched her go through a lot of this, and she's a hero in so many ways. Welcome to Moments of Clarity with Tiffany, Heather McDonald.
Thank you.
I'm going to give you about the name just because it's right there.
Okay.
But welcome to Clarity. So let's start with the beginning and tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay.
And when you find your moment there, I can do this kind of deal.
Okay. So I'm Heather. I'm 22 right now. I'm in college. Returning after a break this semester, but I was diagnosed with Werhner syndrome when I was 16. When I was younger, a lot of my symptoms were attributed to. A lot of them were attributed to my ADHD, actually.
Depression and things like that.
Yeah.
I think that's when you got your diagnosis, but you had several symptoms
Oh,
to the point where you would roll over in the middle of the night and wake up at the dislocated jaw, or you just didn't know what would wake up, and you weren't in a wheelchair at the time either.
Yeah, no, that's a lot of things have happened since I was last on here. But
I mean, I don't know if everyone's heard the show from 2017, so let's just let's keep let's start over.
Okay, gosh. Forgetting everything about myself.
When I was born, when I was a young girl, I started to feel symptoms such as
I started to have symptoms like I remember I had really bad growing pains, but they just never went away. I had a lot of pain when I was learning to write, when you would like copy these letters and write them over and over again. I had a lot of hand pain with that. And just I had a lot of other symptoms, and nobody really understood why I keep spraining my ankles, or like I broke my arm twice in the exact same way. Like nobody understood. Yeah.
You were trick-or-treating with your friends in high school, middle school, and sprained your ankles so easily, and they thought they gave you a hard time thinking you were faking or attending or something like that.
Yeah, which is like it's so funny because they were there for most of my morning symptoms. So I don't know, weird.
Yeah, middle school kids.
Middle school's rough.
But besides that, so it started that early, and severe things started happening, even though it was not, you could, not even though severe things started happening.
Yeah.
And people were just saying, oh my gosh, maybe you should try yoga. Maybe you should start stretching more. Maybe you should eat better. People thought you had an eating disorder because your digestive system wasn't working the right way.
Yeah.
And so forth.
Yeah, and that's kind of when I was about 16. I missed the entire year of 10th grade. I was doing hospital homegrown schooling because I lost a lot of weight due to digestive system issues, and I lost muscle, and with EDS, your connective tissue, like your ligaments and tendons and all of that is weaker. So without my muscle there, things started dislocating more frequently, and it just kind of opened the floodgates. And it took a while to get diagnosed, even with like me dislocating my jaw 3 times in a week. And it took far too long to get diagnosed. I will say since the last time I was on here, which was around that time, there's been a lot more research, a lot more intervention, and my type of Ehlers-Danlos is no longer considered rare, which is good, but it's still frequently missed. So they're working on doing some research studies right now into my type, because it's the only type that has a genetic test. So things have improved somewhat, which is good. But there's still a lot of misunderstanding, and
So it's definitely something I've seen you struggle with over the years, not only as a young girl, but you're still a young lady, but at the same time as a teenager.
Yeah.
And then growing up through that, through COVID, through trying to get through college, adjusting to going back to high school in a wheelchair after people had said, she's making this up and everything.
Yeah, and they continue to say that again when a lot of them were present for, me spraining my ankle, like, however many times in a year and stuff, which was really disappointing, I guess. I think there's a lot of premature judgment, especially when people have poorly understood or misunderstood diagnoses. A lot of people will make assumptions like that, and a lot of times I think they don't realize just how harmful it is, because you can be wrong.
Right. I'm trying to fix this. But you got to believe in yourself and get through this. People that were saying to try to maybe you try it, maybe you should eat more, whatever.
Yeah,
everyone has opinions on everything. Not everyone's a medic, and meanwhile you're sitting there and suffering the pain.
Yeah, and I'm trying to think of exactly when my moment of clarity was, because I feel like I've had. I
think we're having one of those time to go a break moments, because when we were planning the show, we couldn't shut up about everything you wanted to share. But then I'm just because I come back away. So let's go to a break, and we'll be back with Moment's Clarity in just a moment. So please stay tuned.
You're listening to Moments of Clarity with Tiffany Werner. We welcome your input at 866-826-1340. Tiffany will be right back after this.
This is the Tam Talk Radio Network.
Hello, my name is Zephyrhills, and I'm a real estate agent that supports ending the stigma on mental health with Moments of Clarity with Tiffany. I am also passionate about helping you buy or sell your home. With times being so difficult, I'm here to help. Contact me at lucylopes.com. That's LUCYLOPES.com. Let me assist you through this pandemic and know that you are not alone.
Hi, this is Tiffany Warner, your host of Moments of Clarity. Living with a mental health disorder is not easy. If you or someone you know are struggling with this, please know it's so important to seek treatment, and I'm here to help. Please visit the website at momentsclaritytiffany.com to view blog posts and resources on this site to help educate and inspire you to take action, because there's no shame in seeking help for mental health. While you're there, please take a few seconds to sign up for my email list. You'll get some extremely valuable educational and entertaining content that can be sent right to your inbox each week. Plus, you'll also get instant and free access to my guide on managing your anxiety. You can also follow me on Twitter at MOC with Tiffany and at Facebook at Tiffany Warner. And once again, the website is momentsofclaritywithtiffany.com. Thank you so much for your support and for listening to your show, because change can only come when we stand together as one.
Are you looking for a great book? If you like to root for the underdog, Joe Potosi's book is a book for you. A real American odyssey that will grab your attention with its fast-moving narrative. You won't be able to put this masterpiece down. When the Dust Settled by Joe Potosi. Go to Amazon, Barnes & Noble, or Zulin Press.
This is the Tam Talk Radio Network.
We are back to Moments of Clarity with Tiffany Werner. To join in the discussion, call 866-826-1340. Now, here's Tiffany Werner.
Hello and welcome back to Moments of Clarity with Tiffany. My name is Tiffany Warner. I'm a licensed mental health counselor and I'm a host. And today we're talking about living with an invisible chronic illness. It's just as bad as mental health, and a lot of people think, well, this too shall pass, or they take physical impairment a little bit more seriously than mental health, which a lot of them go hand in hand. And my guest today has been born with Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, which is now becoming more significantly understood and diagnosed, but for years, no one wanted to diagnose it, right? And it was just untreated and unable to be treated because they were not diagnosing the right thing. So my friend here, this beautiful young lady here, I've known as a family friend for a very long time and watched her grow into this powerful young woman that when I've asked her one thing to please dumb down the medical terms. So anyway, welcome back to Moments of Clarity, Heather McDonald.
Hi.
Okay, so what we were talking about before we were going to do the show, there's a lot of people that suffer with chronic illness. You know, whenever I try to relate to you, talking to as friends, and I say how I was planning to run a marathon, I was training for one, and then I got in a 6-car pileup, and my back is broken. Well, I am up for a spinal surgery if I ever decide to do that in 2 places, which is painful, but when talking to someone like Heather, you kind of feel like, well, not only am I preaching to the choir, I'm talking to someone who I'm like, it's probably looking at me like I stubbed a toe, you know. But she's never been like that. She's really kind of compassionate.
I do have something to say about that.
Okay.
So, I will say one thing I've noticed, well, in the chronic illness community, I've noticed it sometimes, which is just, it's one of the few downsides, but I think comparison is only like holding us back, I guess, because it's all kind of relative and everybody's struggles are valid, even if like there will always be someone who has it worse than you, but that doesn't validate if you're going through it all.
Oh, and that could be a moment of clarity right there. I mean, everyone has something. Things are always be worse.
Yes.
And then things could be better though too. It's how we handle our situation that defines our character.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, it could be worse, but still it doesn't mean that we can't validate what you're going through right now.
Mm-hmm.
I want to welcome callers to call in 866-826-1340, 866-826-1340. And if you have anything to say or feedback to give to Heather or maybe you're going through your own stuff, 866-826-1340. And let's see, you have been going through a lot, and even so, and I have some pictures and everything like that, that has been not only on top of everything, but where it just kept adding up recently. Do you want to talk about that?
Yes. So I am about, oh gosh, how many months ago was August? However many, I can't count. However many months ago, in August, I had a surgery that I've been needing for a while, because I with Ehlers-Danlos, a lot of times with the joint instability can cause joint damage, and your spine is no exception. And so in my neck, I had a lot of issues that went undiagnosed for a while. I had a lot of misreadings on my imaging. Doctors telling me I didn't have something that could be fixed surgically when my quality of life was severely diminished. I had to keep dropping classes. I couldn't sit up for more than 30 minutes. And come to find out, I found another doctor who looked at my imaging and was immediately like, I know what this is, and it's cervical, and it's incredibly obvious. I don't know why they didn't see it. And so I finally had that diagnosis, which was I had instability and bone spur squeezing a nerve in my neck, and so I had a neck fusion. And
I'm showing the right film.
Yeah.
Right here.
Yes, that's my hardware.
Wow. every time we talk, I just find so much more admiration for you. You blow me away every time I did. You're probably a hero to so many, myself included, for everything you've gone through. But these are just some highlights of what she's been through. She's probably one of the most amazing people I've ever met.
Oh, thank you.
Well deserved. So this was placed in your head, but did you feel relief after that?
When I woke up from surgery, there's a picture of me in my hospital bed, smiling that I sent to you. It's not that one. It's the one there. No, it was that was also me after my surgery. But I woke up. I did wake up in pain, but once the pain subsided, my nausea subsided, I was smiling because for the first time in years, I didn't have that pinpoint neck pain from my nerve being compressed. And it was an easy fix. And I don't know why it took so long for it to be acknowledged and treated. Moral of the story is, if you think something's wrong, if it's impacting your quality of life, don't stop looking for answers.
I'm sorry. I have a lot of clients that I see right now, and people I know personally that have surgery that they can take or not, basically. You can't think of the word, but basically,
Elective.
Thank you. Yeah. And where they're in excruciating pain but need their gallbladder removed. Mm-hmm. They don't want to have their gallbladder removed. They are a little bit iffy about it, but the pain is excruciating, and the pros and cons of not living with that pain, things like that of the nature. Where sometimes in shoulder pain, they don't have shoulder surgery. Seeing people immediate pain relief, where your quality of life does get better. Mm-hmm. What caused that injury?
So I was born. This part is kind of unrelated to EDS, but I was born with a congenital malformation, which they discovered later, in around like C4 or 5, which is a level in your spine. I'm just saying that for people who will actually know. And I didn't mean for that to sound like, oh my god.
No, you're fine. I laughed because, a lot of people just don't know it.
But
you're doing great, Heather.
Thank you. But I had that malformation, which, kind of, it was hard for my joints to work together with a mess up like that. And then there's EDS, which I had my vertebra were kind of like slip sliding on top of each other because my ligaments were holding them in place. And because of that, I started getting bone spurs, and that started crushing the nerve. So it was just a whole cascade of things.
And just started happening with the surgery and everything slowly disintegrating.
Yeah, and they found out like my first semester of college after something kind of unrelated happened, and I ended up in the hospital, and they kind of incidentally found some of my neck issues, but I've been dealing with it with that pain, not being able to sit up for long for most of my college career, and just not. Honestly, I felt a little bit like I was going crazy because the doctors kept saying, there's nothing wrong, it's fine, when if you're a medical professional, you'll know that foraminal stenosis is usually a very simple diagnosis. I don't really know why all of that, happened, but I'm just glad that I found out what was wrong, and I found someone who was willing to treat me. But it really did make college a lot more difficult for me.
And that started with you in high school as well. Do you want to talk about what happened, or no?
Which part?
The incident that kind of.
There have been a lot of incidents.
Involving the car.
Oh yeah. That part was the unrelated accident where they found some stuff. They found it was healing. At the time, they did the imaging right after my accident, but they found a little fracture at C4 as well. So I was in a neck brace for like 6 weeks after that. They didn't operate.
You were in an injury.
Yeah, I was injured. And yeah.
How?
It was like a very like low speed like car tapped my wheelchair, and I was okay. But
you're so brave.
Yeah.
You it was okay. Basically, you were crossing. You were in your electric wheelchair.
Yes,
and a car was falling out of an apartment complex and hit you.
Yeah.
And
you
fell over.
I didn't fall over actually. My power chair is 380 pounds, and it totally tanked the hit. So it was like I think the only thing that was actually like related to the car accident that they found was a little teeny tiny ligament injury, but that fracture, it took them 9 days to find, because the first image they took was normal. And then they were like, and I looked at it and I was like, why does it look like I swallowed a Beyblade? And so they,
the fact that you put it that way.
They were able to find out like 9 days later. I got a call and they were like, "You need to go to the emergency room right now." And I was like, "Okay."
But it was hard for them to. And you were really gracious. You just kind of like, "I'm okay," and you went on. And then later on,
yeah, it was like I was in shock, and you never know what you're gonna do when you're in shock. Like I was like, and like I don't blame the kid who did it because the bushes were trimmed and all this stuff, but like I'm not gonna go into specifics.
Right, and they probably felt horrible too.
Yeah,
but what we were talking about as well is that it's hard for compensation to happen when or relative to that particular accident because of prior history with PDS and of things you've gone through before that. So they were trying to say that was all previous stuff, or they could be, or a lot of people go through stuff like that saying, well, yeah, you were hit. I'm kind of relating to myself, hit from behind in the car accident, but you were in gymnastics 10 years ago, so you could have, injured your neck back then too, and that has nothing to do with it.
Yeah, well, I'll say, I have something that relates to that. It's not exactly like it wasn't exactly the same situation with my accident or anything. Like I do want to say definitively that fracture was healing when they found it. It was just I didn't even know until they found it. But I totally forgot what I was just gonna say. Oh yeah, they were using my, they're saying with EDS, you just have joint pain. So it's just EDS related neck pain. There's nothing we can do about it. And I believed them for a while. I did. They were, reputable, neurosurgical team, and I trusted them. But
how do you feel when they said that there was nothing they could do?
I just kind of, like, quite honestly, I feel like that was genuine despair. And it's not that I wanted to have some sort of invasive procedure done, but I wanted something to fix this. And I didn't.
But you weren't going to give up no matter what.
Yeah.
I do remember that. I remember you feeling, of course, like anyone would be like in shock and no what ifs and all of those things that go through your head, and someone says, you can't. Like, when I got in the second car pilot, I was training for marathon, and they said, don't ever run again.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, not the same, but I can kind of relate in a certain aspect of it. And the doctor that told me that was completely bad bedside. Oh, you're never running again, by the way. I was like,
was it a neurosurgeon? Right?
Spine.
Yes, okay, that checks out. No offense, but it checks out.
Oh yeah, and this is happening in your spine in 2 places. And by the way, you're not running again. Like, if you're even thinking about that, you're not having surgery. Like, okay, and everything else went out for me. I'm like, never running again. And so all these options, you say, on and on and on. I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't. There's a lot of stuff I don't remember from that time. I remember, it was just a bit of a shock to find out that the pain in my neck had a cause, and I was just kind of thrown for a loop. I was like, what am I going to do? I've already had to drop a bunch of classes. I don't know how I'm going to get a break. I eventually was able to get some semester break to have my surgery, which was nice. And, obviously, like, I probably wouldn't have even, before surgery, I probably wouldn't have been able to come here and sit up for this long.
Which I am so grateful for you coming all the way in there.
Yeah, I'm happy to be here. I feel like my world has kind of opened up again, and I really
traveled like an hour to get here, right?
Yeah, about an
hour shows, so then an hour to get here.
Yeah, and I'm pretty much trying to have my EDS pain and everything, but that neck pain was just something else. And to anyone who's listening and who is struggling and doesn't know why they're in so much pain and feels like nobody's listening to you, I really do feel for you, because I was in that place not so long ago, and I hope that you are able to get the care you need. And if you feel like something's wrong again, don't stop looking, because we have gut instincts for a reason.
Never give up. I love that. Well, let's pause on that and call it a welcome call in 866-826-1340, 866-826-1340. It's time for a second break, and we'll be back with Moments of Clarity in just a moment. Please stay tuned.
Clarity with Tiffany Werner after these messages.
The Tam Talk Radio Network.
If you are like most people, you worry with the financial challenges you face today. How do you protect your family from financial ruin? How will you reduce your liabilities and get out of debt sooner? And how can you deal effectively with the constant changes in your job, your career, and your business? Overcoming your financial challenges is like building a house. You must build from the ground up. You must learn how to make more money, save more money, grow your money, and protect your money. Forever Forward Financial specializes in teaching you these 4 basic money skills so you can achieve your dreams and end your worry. Call us today and schedule your complimentary, no-obligation meeting to discuss your needs and concerns. Call Scott Bigley at 727-422-7761.
Hi, this is your host, Tiffany Werner from Moments of Clarity with Tiffany. I want to thank you for all your support on ending the stigma on mental health for over the past 7 years and with over 600 episodes, as well as several award nominations and placing as a finalist in 3 categories on the People's Choice Podcast Award last year. If you're listening to this on audio, please visit and subscribe to my YouTube channel at Moments of Clarity with Tiffany and enjoy viewing previous shows in case you missed any live. If you're interested in advertising and would like to promote your company, it is affordable and an effective way to get your company the attention it deserves. I also welcome potential guests as well, and all information can be found on my website at mocwithtiffany.com. Thank you again for your continued support, as change can only come when we stand together as one.
Hi, this is Tiffany Werner, your host of Moments of Clarity. I'd like to give a shout out to musician-songwriter Don Lawson, who wrote, produced, and performed all the vocals and instruments on my Moments of Clarity theme song. Don gained his inspiration as a mental health counselor himself. He's always looking for artists to record his songs, and you can hear more of Don's music at reverbnation.com/Don Lawson. You can also check him out on Twitter at Don Lawson Music. Thank you so much, Don, for your contribution to Moments of Clarity and ending the stigma on mental health. It's awesome.
This is the Tan Talk Radio Network.
Now back to Moments of Clarity with Tiffany Werner, licensed mental health counselor. To engage in the conversation, call 866-826-1340. Here's Tiffany.
And welcome back. Welcome back to Moments of Clarity with Tiffany. My name is Tiffany Werner. I'm a licensed mental counselor and I'm your host. And today we're talking about living with a chronic illness. It's invisible to mental health, painful, can cause depression, anxiety, and a lot of it's misunderstood. And with me today is a special guest and one of my personal heroes who is talking to us about Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, aka EDS, that a lot of people don't understand, have never heard of, and a lot are going through something similar or can't find the right diagnosis, and often it is something, a similar symptom of that a lot of doctors don't know how to or are not willing to diagnose with that. And where people think it's fictitious or whatever it is, it's real. And during the holidays, you have something not only physical going on, but also mental. It can be very, very painful on a lot of people. And welcome back to Moments of Clarity, Heather McDonald.
Thank you.
Welcome to call in. Any caller, 866-826-1340. If you'd like to say something nice to Heather and or give some positive feedback, or share a story of your own, how you relate, have any questions about how she's feeling, 866-826-1340. 866-826-1340. And Heather, let's continue. Some things of what people should do and things you've learned along the way that have empowered you.
Okay. So let me think.
Did you ever enter therapy? Did that ever help?
Yes, I did a counselor, and it helped immensely, especially with my self-confidence. Going back to school from previously being able to walk to going back in a wheelchair, that was really difficult for me. And I think some of it was me kind of, psyching myself out, because it was difficult at first, but now, years later, it's not as daunting to, go out in public and be in a chair. This is part of who I am. It doesn't define me, but it is part of who I am. And it's okay for people to see that. And it's okay to, exist as someone with an invisible or a visible disability. You deserve a seat at every table.
Mm-hmm. You're a hot chick in a wheelchair.
Yes.
So watch out, we're going to some hydraulics and some That's an inside joke. But at the same time, it affects someone's self-esteem when they feel like they can't work out anymore, or travel, or go to the theme parks with their friends and feel like a burden, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, and if you have the right friend group, if you find the right people, they're not going to make you feel like a burden, because you're not a burden. And I would even go on to say that having a disability or having a chronic illness can also give you some unique perspectives, and you can contribute more. I will say, as someone who uses a wheelchair for most of the time now, I have learned to be very innovative and creative, and because I face a lot of access issues every day. I found creative ways to get around that. We are super good at adapting to our situation. And
people are a lot more resilient than they give themselves credit for.
Yeah, and a lot of times it takes something like this happening to find out too. I hear a lot of people go, "Oh, you couldn't, I could never do that. I could never do that." I think most people can. Everybody copes differently, but it's something you will get used to.
It's a lot of it between the survivor and victim role as well. And that can apply on so many different levels, Heather. I love that you just said that, because it could be dealing with a crisis, dealing with death of a loved one, grieving. I don't know how you did that. I could never get through like this, or on and on. But life hands us lemons and make lemonade, and not everyone does. Takes a little while to figure it out, but with the right support, and I commend you a lot that you sought out therapy and you found the right therapist, and that it helped you along the way as well, because there's no shame in speaking up, especially going through a tough time of adjusting and adapting, and just like a new job, like a big life change, divorce, marriage, moving. This is a completely different life changing event.
Yeah, and I also want to say, one of the biggest things that motivates me to keep going, to keep pushing, to keep to get through college, to keep doing things, is having a community, and especially having a support group with people who understand what you're going through. And a lot of times, even if you have a more rare illness, which I have some other things on top of EDS as well, there is in all likelihood an online community that you can interact with, and you can make friends, and they will be your biggest cheerleaders.
You've got a great family to support you.
Yes, I'm incredibly fortunate to have a family that is supporting me through this.
Wonderful friends. A lot of people in similar situations. That you just went to California and saw some.
Yeah, wheelchair dudes. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to say their name.
You went to a play.
Yeah. Well, I went to LA. There's a.
You're allowed to say what you went to see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
literally, I love them. I went to the Rollouts experience this summer, and I was very fortunate to be able to do so. It's an event that is hosted by the Rollouts, who are a wheelchair dance team who are about empowering disabled people and empowering women to feel confident in their body, and just feel confident existing as they are. And they'll do dancing. They have seminars with people who are really influential in the disability community, and they are a really great group, and they've made a really amazing space and support system, and that helped a lot with my confidence as well.
They have a lot of great everything for wounded warriors or
Yes, there's so many.
wheelchair basketball or Special Olympics and things like that.
Yeah.
Some of them get really into it where you're like, whoa.
I
man,
know.
It's like playing rugby, but in a whip.
I know, it's super intense, which is why people have been like, oh, you should do the sport and do the Paralympics. I'm like, I'm up against some crazy stuff. These people are literally have to be as talented as regular Olympians. There is no way for me personally.
I think you've survived, getting hit by a car in a wheelchair. You've done your part.
I wore my wheelchair seatbelt and I stayed in my chair and didn't go flying into the road. Very much recommend doing that.
I still can't believe that you survived that at the same time with grace and still here to tell the story. And one of the most beautiful parts is she didn't hold the driver accountable and knew that it was an accident or was worried how they might have felt. How many people were like that.
Yeah, and it's also okay to feel angry about it. A lot of my friends were angry about it and were encouraging me to take action and stuff. And personally, I didn't feel like in this circumstance I wanted to do that. But if you're in a situation where you feel like you do want to take some sort of action, that's also valid. Everybody copes differently. Every situation is different. So.
Well said. We have 2 minutes left, so we have to wrap up.
Okay.
And you come back to visit us.
Oh, I will.
And tell us what amazing things. Listen, and I'm going to spoil her, but she's in college. She was going to go and she was studying to be a doctor and then infectious disease. She already probably could ace anything in doctor school because she's so knowledgeable about medicine, and she's now studying public health to help others in the community. We need more people like this. I'm so proud of you, and what amazing. And to even think about that right before the holidays when people are, if you're out there wondering if things could be worse or things could be better, or if you want to reach out and do something to help somebody, but you haven't thought about what to do, there's so many organizations that need our help that we can reach out because there's so much research that needs to be done, and other people that can't afford wheelchairs and that can't afford all that stuff.
Yes.
So to do our part, and I will post links and everything under the show description. But thank you so much, Heather, for being on. I'm happy to ask, and thank you so much for being here. Merry Christmas, everyone.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas Eve. We'll be back next Friday for New Year's Eve. And sorry for any technical problems. We'll just go with it, and everyone take care of yourself and be kind to yourself and to a stranger. You never know what you're going through. Take care.
Many kinds of love you get to define. Find self-love, you're so alive. Now it clicks, moments of clarity. Now I hear moments of Don't put yourself down, time for a change. Believe in yourself, time to rearrange. Be your best friend, bring hope to your day. Lose your critic, get out of your way. Now it clicks, moments of clarity. Now I hear moments of clarity. Now I get it, moments of clarity. To yourself be kind, it will please your mind. Find your joy, trust in you. Put in the time, you'll see how you grow. Many kinds of love you get to define. Find self-love, you're so alive. clicks, moments of clarity. Now I hear moments of clarity.